Hi guys. Okay, so I'm gonna call this segment Bible breakdown, Bible story breakdown, whatever you want to call it. We're starting in Genesis 15 and 16. Why in the middle of the book? Because I decided to do it now. Sorry. There's a lot that's happened since Genesis 1 to now, and I honestly don't really feel like recapping you. You know, we got Noah in the ark. First we got, the creation of the world, and Adam and Eve, and then Noah, and then what else? And now we're at Abram. He's not Abraham yet. But, yeah. So we're picking up where Abram just, fought all the kings that was invading Sodom and Gomorrah, and he got back Lot and all his possessions, and this, that, and the third. I had to turn my light on real quick. So basically, to summarize chapter 15 and 16, so Abraham just finished fighting off all those kings and stuff, and then the Lord is telling him, "Do not be afraid. I am your shield. Your reward will be very great." Okay, and then Abraham is like, "But Lord, I'm childless. I have no children. I have no, you know what I'm saying? I have no heir. I have no offspring. So my heir would be like a slave born into the family." And the Lord is like, "No, it's not." Basically, he's like, "No, you're wrong. You're actually going to have so many offsprings, as many stars as there in the sky. That's how many offspring you're going to have." So Abraham was like, "Yeah, you're right, Lord. You're so right. And you are righteous. And I'm giving you credit for all that you do." And the Lord was like, "Yeah, don't forget, I brought you to this land." You know what I'm saying? Remember where you started, and here you are. You have all this land that you possess. And then Abram was like, "But how? How am I doing that?" So then the Lord was like, "All right, bring me a cow, a female goat, a ram that are all 3 years old, a turtle dove, and a young pigeon." So then Abraham, he got them, and they cut them in half and laid them out except for the birds. And then Abraham was protecting the carcasses from the prey, vultures basically, from eating them. And then sun was setting and Abraham started to fall asleep, and then there was darkness that fell over him while he was sleeping. He was scared. It was terror. And then from there, the Lord answered his question about how he's going to possess the land. So basically he was just like, your offspring from generations later on will get the land that you are going to be blessed. But before they get the land, they will be enslaved for 400 years. And by that time, Abram will be, peacefully buried with his ancestors. But the Lord is like, yeah, let me just judge the nation real quick, and then your offspring will be cool. They're going to get what they deserve, which is all this land that you're on right now. And then he says specifically, then the 4th generation will return to the land. The Lord promised Abram his offspring will receive this land. So the Lord made a covenant with Abram, dude, trust me, they gonna get it. So that was basically chapter 15. I'm trying to make it as simple to understand as possible, lighthearted, not trying to read word for word what I wrote. But okay, chapter 16. Honestly, I enjoyed reading this chapter. I don't know why. I think it's messy. I like a little tea, just a little bit. But God deliver me. Anyways, so Sarai, that is Abram's wife, right? And as you know from before, she can't bear children. They don't have no kids together. But Sarai has a slave, and her name is Hagar. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. And Sarah's like, yo, Abram, take her as your wife and have the children that you want and deserve. So he takes Hagar as his wife, and he gets her pregnant. So then when Hagar realized that she was pregnant, she says that Sarai is contemptible to her. Meaning despicable. I had to look that up, I'm not gonna lie. But meaning she's despicable to her. So then after Sarai heard this, she went to Abram and was like, you're the reason behind my suffering. This is why she's doing this, because of you. And then Abram was like, Shawty, she's still your slave, so do whatever you want with her. I don't care. So then Sarah is like, okay. And she mistreats her. I guess she beaten her. They don't go into the details, but they said she was mistreated. So I'm guessing the absolute worst. Mind you, this girl pregnant with her man's baby, but I digress. So then, like any other person, Hagar starts running away. She run away. She out of there. And then the angel of the Lord found her in the wilderness, and it was like, yo, you good? Like, what's going on? And Hagar is like, listen, I'm running away. And then the angel's like, actually, go back and submit to them. And then the angel kind of like gives her the same type of promise that Abram had, which is like having lots of offspring. So then the angel's like, listen, you're going to have a son, and his name is Ishmael. I think that's how you pronounce it, but hey, listen, you know these names in the Bible be kind of hard. And then they describe the son as a wild donkey. So then Hagar names the angel that she was speaking to. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it, but the translation is God sees me. And then she's questioning, like, this is what I wrote. And questions if she's seen the one that sees her by the well called Well of the Living God who sees me. And then fast forward, Hagar gives birth to Ishmael. And at this point, Abram is 86 years old. That man is old, having his first son. But yeah, that's chapters 15 and 16. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys, received the word today. And be blessed. I love y'all. God loves y'all more. Deuces.